Hello, this is Ashley from State Hearings ACMS team, and this video is going to show you how to use the calendars and hearings queue in ACMS. If you have not already looked at the ACMS for Beginners video, please do that first, and that will give you an overview of ACMS. But if you're already familiar with ACMS, then this video will show you how to use the calendars and hearings queue that you find on your home screen. So let's go ahead and get started. Here I've signed in, and today I'm in the role of RA user. And that's a role that's used by our business partners DHCS and Covered California. So once you're on this main home screen, you're going to just scroll down to the bottom, and you're going to see off to the left some menus called Queue, Rehearing, Scheduling, and Search. The Calendars and Hearings menu is found under Scheduling. And just click on it, and you're going to see this calendars and hearings box open up to the right side of these little menus. And the first thing I want to talk about on calendars and hearings is up in the upper left hand corner. You're going to see this box that says show 10 entries, or you can have a drop down and make it more. So this is up to your personal preference. How many lines do you want to see on your screen? So right now it's set to 10, so it's going to show me 10 lines. If I show it, if I scooch it up to 250, it's going to reformat this, and I'm going to see 250 lines of hearings. So again, that's your personal preference, what you like to do. And let me put everything on the screen, so I'm going to pick 10, but you can pick something different. And the next thing that I want to point out is this search box in the upper right hand corner. This is my favorite way to find different types of hearings. If I'm looking for hearings that are mine, that belong to me, I'll just put in my name. And that's going to show me all the different hearings where I'm involved. It looks like there's just one, and it looks like I am the judge for this hearing. So let me clear that out. Now, whatever you put in the search box up here is going to stay in there. Even if you go to a different menu, if you go to a different queue, it's going to move with you. So you make sure that you clear that out. We've done a nice thing and put it all in bold yellow so it really stands out, so you'll know. Then there's other ways that you can narrow down the number of hearings that you see on your screen. First thing is the start date and end date. So the start date and end date is if you're looking for hearings during a particular time period. So let's just say I want to look for hearings that are next week. And I don't know if there are going to be any hearings in this, because I am in the training environment. So you can use the calendar to pick the date. There may not be any. So once you put those dates in there, then you're going to want to hit this refresh search button. So that's going to update what's on the screen. And it doesn't look like I have any hearings during this time, only because I'm in the training environment. And if I would use the normal environment, we probably have a ton of hearings. So let me back this up to like June 1st. And refresh. There we go. Now we have a list of different hearings that are happening between June 1st and November 15th. This assigned to field is not really used much by our RA users. Sometimes our county users, when they know which judge is going to be hearing a case, they assign that. That's usually general jurisdiction where the judges are not pre-assigned. Now let's say you have a whole bunch of entries in here, and you just wanted to start out with a fresh screen. Make sure that we got this. And you have maybe you have some boxes checked here. Sometimes it's hard to clear it all out one by one. So you can hit this clear all, and it gives you a brand new fresh start with no pre-populated filters. So let's go back to that June 1st until November, let's say, oops. June 1st to November 15th. Okay. And refresh. There we go. These buttons, check in, ready for hearing, called no answer, that's for our people that run the hearing queue. So on the day of the hearing, they can check people in or let the judge know who's ready for their hearing, or if they it's a telephone hearing and they tried calling the claimant but didn't get an answer, they can mark all that in ACMS. Now, off to the right, you're going to see a whole list of different strange phrases. But what is going on here is these are all the different calendar templates. Oops, so sorry. These are all the different calendar templates that we have in ACMS. And you would just read them, probably general jurisdiction. It'll probably say the type of case, the location or county, and then the modality. So we have different calendars that that do that. In the training environment, it's kind of weird. In the normal ACMS environment, it's going to be very straightforward. Although I personally do not like to use the calendar template filters, I rather just use this and filter it out myself. I have a little bit more control. Like, let's say I want to see all the CalFresh hearings that are phone hearings. So I do not have any. Let me take out the dates and refresh my search. So this is going to give me a list of all my CalFresh cases that are the modality phone. So let's look at what we have here under the listing of cases. Of course, we have the hearing date and time, and you can sort that either ascending or descending by using these little arrows next to it. We also have the case number, and again, that's sortable. All of these case numbers and names are made up. They're not real cases, and these are not real people. This is in our training environment, so we have pretend stuff. The calendar template, that's the same as these templates that you see in this box in the upper right-hand corner, but you can select based on a calendar template, if you know. This checked in tells you when the person has checked in for their hearing. Agencies, this is the different agencies that are involved in the hearing. So this is a Sacramento County case right here, this top one. It's a CalFresh, so the program. If a judge has been assigned, the judge's name will appear here. And then here is your different hearing statuses. Heard open record. This one right here is in hearing right now. The hearing is happening. This one, it looks like the hearing happened and the judge continued it. But there's all sorts of different hearing statuses. Then there's some different hearing types. Mostly we have on this calendar, on this calendars and hearings queue, we have hearings, regular old hearings, and we have some pre-hearings, which are RFA hearings. And then we have the hearing rep's name. So the primary hearing rep for that case is listed. So let's just say I am I'm Bethany and I want to see all of my hearings that are just mine. I don't really care about anybody else's. So I can see that these are cases where I have been named as the hearing rep. Unfortunately, Bethany is also a judge, it looks like, so I should put Bethany McGee County. There we go. And that should bring up all of the hearing reps' names. So Bethany as a hearing rep. The other thing you can see here on this list is the modality of the hearing. We have 3 different kinds of modalities. We have in-person, we have phone, and we are just now starting to do some video hearings as well. But mostly I think you'll see in-person and phone. Let me clear out this search box. Now at the very bottom of this listing of hearings, you're going to see the number of hearings that are all told that meet your search criteria. So right now I have 0 criteria. It has all of the hearings. So I have 55 hearings. And as you can see, I'm just showing the first 10 here because I have this set to 10. So there's more. How do I see those other 45 cases? Well, you'll slide over to the right side of the bottom of the screen and you'll see different pages. So you can click on a particular page, or you can just hit next and it'll advance it 1 page at a time. If you're like me, I don't like having a bunch of pages. I like seeing more on one screen, so I bump that show entries up to 250 and I get a big long list, and I only have 1 page. All right, so up in the search box up here, you can search on anything. You can search on a place. I want to see all the El Dorado. And that's going to show me anything that has to do with El Dorado. So wherever El Dorado appears on the search, you're going to get it. So like for this first one, you're going to say, oh, that's not El Dorado, that's Sacramento County, but it's on an El Dorado calendar. That's why that's coming up. So what might help if you're looking for all the El Dorado cases and you're noticing that there's other cases in there is to do that sort. So that way when it gets sorted, you can really see all my El Dorado cases are right here. You can also do it, as I've done before, on the program type. So you can say all the RFA cases. I want to see all my RFA cases. Here they all are. And then maybe you want to see all your RFA cases in January. So you'd make sure to put January 1st through the 31st on these dates and then refresh. And you're going to see all your RFA cases for a certain dates. So it's very easy to find hearings using these different filters that you have. So hopefully this video has helped you learn a little bit more about calendars and hearings and how you can manipulate it to see the hearings that you're interested in. If you do have any questions about this queue, please let us know over at the ACMS support team. We'll be happy to help walk you through that if you need any assistance. And you can contact us by emailing us at acms@dss.ca.gov. and we'll be happy to help you. I also encourage you to take a look at some of the other tutorial videos that we have. We have a whole bunch on beginning ACMS, how to deal with documents in ACMS, how to do tasks. So there's a whole lot of different videos that will help you maneuver through ACMS like a pro. And then you have a whole support team here that is willing to help you out as well. All right, thank you for viewing this video, and this is Ashley signing off. Bye-bye.